There's a moment in every person's life, a quiet moment when the world feels heavy, when the dream seems far and when everything inside whispers, give up. But that's where the greatest test begins. Because the greatest glory of life is not in never falling. It's in rising every single time we fall. These aren't just words from history. They are a map for every soul who has ever been broken, betrayed, forgotten, or lost. Nelson Mandela lived those words. He didn't speak them from comfort, he earned them through pain. 7 years in a prison cell, 27 years away from his home, his children, his people. Yet when he walked out, he didn't walk with hate, he walked with purpose. He showed the world that a man can be caged, but his spirit can never be chained. That is the glory of life. When life breaks you down, life will break you. Not once, not twice, but again and again until it tests every corner of your soul. You will fail exams, lose people you love, be betrayed by those you trust, and sometimes you'll stare at your reflection wondering, what's the point? But let me tell you something powerful. Pain doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to awaken you. When Mandela was sentenced to life imprisonment, the world thought it had silenced him. But in that silence, he learned patience. In that darkness, he discovered light.
In that isolation, he found his identity. He realized, you can take away a man's freedom, but you can never take away his choice to rise.
The strength you don't know you have, each one of us carries two versions of ourselves. The one the world sees, and the one that fights battles in silence. You've fallen before. You've cried where no one could see you. And yet here you are, and breathing, surviving, still moving. That's strength. Not the kind that roars, but the kind that endures. Mandela said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The truth is, courage isn't about not being afraid. It's about standing up despite the fear. It's about walking through fire even when your legs shake. It's about saying, this won't be my end. The world will test you. The world won't hand you greatness, as it will test if you deserve it. The moment you start chasing your dream, obstacles will appear. Doors will close, people will doubt you, friends will disappear. But that's part of the process. The road to success is built by those who kept walking when everyone else turned back. Mandela faced hate, humiliation, and injustice. But he didn't fight for revenge, he fought for change. And that's what makes him immortal. You see, anyone can fight for themselves, but glory belongs to those who fight for others. So ask yourself, are you only living, or are you rising? Every failure is a lesson in disguise. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. Every great leader, athlete, artist, or thinker has failed, and failed badly. What separates them from the rest is not luck, it's resilience. When Mandela lost everything, he didn't call himself a victim. He called himself a learner. He said, do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell and got back up again. So next time you fail, don't break down, take notes. Every fall teaches you balance. Every rejection redirects you. Every heartbreak rebuilds you. Life doesn't punish you, it prepares you. Forgiveness is freedom. Mandela walked out of prison after 27 years and forgave the very people who put him there. Why? Because he refused to remain a prisoner in his own heart. Anger is a cage you build for yourself. Forgiveness is the key that sets you free. The world tells you that strength means revenge, but real power is peace. When you forgive, you heal. When you let go, you rise, and when you rise, that's when the world begins to change. Your purpose is greater than your pain. Every struggle you've faced is shaping you for something extraordinary. Look back. Every hard season you survived made you wiser, sharper, stronger. There's a reason you didn't give up when you could have. There's a reason your heart still hopes even after being broken. Mandela's purpose wasn't born in power. It was forged in pain. Yours will be too. The world doesn't need perfect people. It needs those who can stand up when they fall, who can still love after being hurt, who can still dream after being defeated. The greatest glory of life is not in never falling. It's in rising every time we fall. The human spirit is unbreakable. They can take your freedom, your money, your fame, but not your will. Human spirit is a fire that refuses to die. And when that fire burns for something pure, nothing can extinguish it. Mandela's fire was justice. Yours might be your family, your dream, your passion, or your purpose. Whatever it is, and guard it, protect it. Fuel it, because one day when life knocks you down again, that fire will remind you who you are. Become the light for others. True glory isn't about shining alone. It's about helping others rise with you. Mandela didn't just fight for himself. He fought for generations to come. He showed the world that leadership isn't about power. It's about service. Every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every time you lift someone when they're low, you're becoming a light. And in a dark world, light is the greatest power there is. Never stay down when life throws you to the ground. Don't just lie there. Feel the pain. Take a breath. Then rise. Because every time you rise, the universe stands with you. Every time you rise, you inspire someone else to rise too. Remember, storms don't last forever. The night always ends. The sun always returns. You just have to hold on long enough to see it. Live your legacy now. You don't have to be a president to change the world. You just have to live with courage. Help one person. Forgive one enemy. Chase one dream. Because every small act of courage shapes a legacy that outlives you. Mandela didn't wait for perfect moments. He created them through faith. So must you. Every day is a new chance to rise, to forgive, to begin again. Rise again, so when you fall, rise. When you fail, rise. When the world turns against you, rise anyway. Because falling is not the end. Staying down is. The greatest glory of life is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. And maybe, just maybe, that's what you were born to do. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your rise.